I've known her so since like 6 or 7. Like,
6, 7.
oh my,
Girl,
I don't get. I'm not gonna hold you.
I
I
don't
don't
get it
get it.
either.
I
I don't
don't
get
get
it
it. I
either.
don't
But
get it. Am I old?
Nick's back there, like,
I don't do the TikTok.
what's the maybe the most memorable or crazy thing that has ever happened to you?
There was a time when the show was over, and may I touch him?
Shout out to me, I miss you.
Big bitch. She knows I'm
You're gonna be like,
joking.
"Leave."
It's not like it felt uncomfortable or nothing, but it's
Right.
like, you know I'm a dude, right?
Just so you know. I feel like that's a very hot topic within the Indianapolis scene right now. Like,
Okay. Don't beat me up for this, but do not listen to the older queens.
always be respectful to the people that came before you.
Be respectful.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to them, but
Right.
be respectful.
Right.
I will say. There's a space for all drag is valid. Like, I
Right.
know that's a cliche thing to say.
Let's just go back to the beginning. So, what was your first experience? Like, how did you get started into this art form?
It was like one of the last 2 shows before Zony's closed.
Wow. But you got to get on that stage, which is iconic.
And when I first went on stage, I went on stage with my
Sometimes. Hola mis amores, welcome back to another episode of To Be Seen. My name is Divina Duven and I'll be your host today. I have missed you so much and we are back with a really good friend of mine and somebody that saw me like literally get my start, and I'm so excited to talk with this amazing entertainer. Please welcome to the To Be Seen stage, Static.
Hi Mom, I'm on TV.
Yes! Static, thank you so much for taking the time to come speak with me. And this has been in the works for a while. We have had to reschedule. There has been snowstorms and life has happened. So we're finally here. We made it.
Thanks for having me though. I'm so excited.
Of course,
Super
yeah.
excited.
Good. Static Clown, also known as Stiletto Black. So even though we have Static here with us in the studio today, Stiletta is also another persona that you have.
That's my female persona.
Yeah, so we are also definitely going to be talking about that too. So if you hear Static talking about Stiletta, that's Static's little sister.
I'm technically
Big
sister.
sister,
I was
yeah.
Yeah, like I started as Stiletto, so
Yeah.
technically it's big sister.
Big sister. Well, we are going to jump right into our first segment of the evening, which, as you know, it's titled Within. So let's just go back to the beginning. So in whatever way you want to put it, or with a story, what was that first spark that light up within you when you saw drag, or what was your first experience? Like, how did you get started into this art form?
I guess I've kind of just always known about it,
Mhm.
but like my first like drag experience, like actually like going to a show or like being in the community, was my boyfriend at the time.
Mhm.
We both worked at Dollar Tree, but I worked at a different one. And then when I moved in with him, I transferred locations to his location because obviously,
Mhm.
right? And the store manager's husband was another employee who did drag, who's a local drag queen, or
Period.
was a local
Was.
drag queen. And she was kind of just like talking about it a lot, and she was like, "Oh, if you want to come to a show, this, that, the third." I'm like, "Sure, why not?"
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of how like I went to my first show, and then I did my first show right when Zoni's started to close. It was like one of the last 2 shows before Zoni's closed.
Wow. But you got to get on that stage, which is iconic.
And I hate it so much because it was a great experience because like 5 years later, I'm here now
Right.
with 2 different personas. But when I first went on stage, I went on stage in my work clothes.
Sometimes.
I went on stage in my work clothes for my first number, and I almost backed out of doing it
Mm-hmm.
because I have really bad stage fright. And I know that's a thing, like, oh, you do drag, you can't be antisocial, you can't.
I feel like so many like performers, and sorry to cut you off, but like I feel like I'm kind of like the same way. Like so many people like outside of drag, it's like we are terrified of getting on stage, or we are like very
Yes.
reserved, or yeah. But
It's
continue.
so it's like I had really bad anxiety, really bad stage fright because I don't like having a lot of attention or like being in the light.
Right.
And just when I was about to like tell the DJ, hey, don't play my song, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I can do this. The song started so fast, like I didn't
Ooh,
have time to like do anything or react. So the song started. It was like bam, like go, and,
let's
and
just.
then like my body was kind of just on autopilot, and it felt like I was about to throw up so bad when I got backstage.
I know that exact same feeling.
But all in all, after all the anxiety disappeared, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And then I feel like after like that one first experience on stage that you like get off stage and all of the adrenaline, you feel like you're going to puke, but then you are like, I loved it. I want to do it again.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah,
that's kind of exciting.
right. And then you just like seek that rush, and here you are, like many years later.
Years
Also,
later.
another thing that I want to point out, as you can notice, we are matching today with blue, so it could have not worked. Perfect.
Unintentionally, this was not spoken,
Unintentionally,
by the
yes.
way. So,
When you think about you out of drag and in drag, what are some things that you think stay the same, and what are some things that you um, maybe are different with both of your personas? Or maybe I would even love to know if there's any like specific differences between Stiletta and Static that you want to like highlight.
the differences between like in and out of drag me would more so, well, if it's for stiletto, then obviously it would be like being female presenting on
Right.
stage. But me, like me outside of drag and when I'm in drag for static, it's not much different. I guess the costumes is the only real different thing
Mm-hmm.
that's there because this is probably something I would wear
Mm-hmm.
on the streets, but because I use it for drag, I don't. But
Right.
like I said earlier, I wear a lot of like punk aesthetic stuff, rock and emo stuff, like a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of chains, fishnets, and rings, and all that fancy shit. So it's something that I would like to incorporate more in the drag,
Mm-hmm.
like in my drag, but I don't know if it fits the vision that
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for,
Mm-hmm.
like as a full on aesthetic. Maybe if it's like just for the number or something,
Right.
but like for like the full on aesthetic, I don't think that's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. Are there any inspirations besides, like, do you think of any specific, like, names or things, or maybe TV shows or things you watch growing up, or people that you admire and kind of want to channel within your artistry?
Yes, okay.
Mhm,
It's a weird answer because yes and no.
mhm,
So it's not particular people that like have inspired me or like celebrities or like cartoons or nothing.
mhm,
It's kind of I'm one of those people I kind of just take inspiration from like everywhere.
mhm.
So it's like whatever I come up with is what I come up with.
Nice.
But people within the community that have inspired me, there's definitely a handful. There's
I love
I will say a small handful of them are Andromeda, who no longer is in Indy, and I'm so sad
that. I
about it.
know.
But she was probably like my favorite drag queen, like local drag, like first
Mm-hmm,
favorite local drag queen.
mm-hmm.
Um, Definitely Ava. I love her looks and I love her makeup, and
Yes.
I can't style wigs for shit. So, um, honestly, anybody from the House of Waffle. If you couldn't tell, I clearly like the clown aesthetic. So,
Shout out to the amazing House of Waffle from Indianapolis. They love to push the boundaries into amazing artistry.
absolutely. And another one, I had another one, but I don't remember.
Fair.
I don't remember.
One thing that I love about you and that I immediately notice is you have like so much variety of like your art and your drag, and you conceptualize and make like pretty much all of it. Like,
I try to at least.
yeah, which is one of the things that all of my favorite performers pretty much do that. I love when people use the resources and like their ideas and like take inspiration from like anything or whatever and then create a look from it. I think I literally always see you with something different and it's sickening and it's always also a different number and it's sickening. So that's one thing that I
Now, I will say,
love.
I definitely have my go-to numbers because I know everybody
Right.
and their mama is tired of hearing me and seeing me do hush hush and ATM. I know everybody's tired of it
We
because
all have
I'm
like a
tired of
few.
it.
Yeah, we all have a few that it's kind of like whenever you don't want to like you're like tired, it's like one of the last numbers of the night and it's like I'm just gonna do this one that I have done.
Thousands of
Yeah.
times, so I can be lazy with it.
Right, right.
As I pick over energized high energy numbers every time, and that's all of them always. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm not gonna do that much.
Right.
Do like a whole 7 minute bucking number.
Like we had a show recently together at the University of Illinois and it was that like you were like I'm
Yeah,
tired and then you
I
ended
was
up
so
doing a
tired.
6 minute number. But it was sickening. They loved it, so it was
They
worth it.
did. They did.
Um Sadik and I met at the Monster House competition when I got started, and going kind of like around that topic and open stages and people getting started, kind of like me. I have been into it for like a little bit over a year now. But what would you want to advise to the newer like drag artists that we see coming up on the local open stage? Like, what would be like the best piece of advice as somebody that has been doing it for a while now?
Um, Best piece of advice that I would probably give somebody starting off. Okay, don't beat me up for this, but although they are very wise, do not listen to the older queens. It's very much this way or no way, and there's
Mm-hmm.
not a lot of, at least what I
Mm-hmm.
what I see. I don't feel like there's a lot of variety.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of them do a lot of the same things. They do a lot of the same songs. They have a lot of the same styles with a lot of similar costumes, a lot of similar makeup. Not to say it's bad, because you feel me. If you can pull it off, you can pull it off.
Right. I think we were kind of
But
talking about that.
okay,
Yeah,
period.
recently.
Period.
I guess I feel like that's a very hot topic, especially within the Indianapolis scene right now.
I
Like
feel
kind of
like it's
like the
very Indy
discourse
specific.
between like kind of like the newer generation and the older generation. I would love to talk about it. Now that you opened kind of like the door. Um, I think the thing is that obviously, like us, like new entertainers, we are not scared to like push the limits and the boundaries and like step out of the box.
Yeah.
Like, again, like we are just like bending the rules and doing more and doing like cool makeup and doing alternative drag, which like it all
I
has a
love
space.
alternative drag.
Yeah,
It absolutely all
yeah,
has a
it
space.
all
Like
like
even if it doesn't feel like it, there's a space for all drag is valid. Like I know
right.
that's a cliche thing to say, but all drag is
And
valid.
that's the amazing thing about it. Like it's so much like even here in Indy, like there are some producers that do a really good job at getting like the all of the variety of the different styles of drag. Like you get people that are more alternative, and then you get draglesque artists, and then you get like pole performers. So like I feel like that's what it's about. And then when taking advice from maybe like older entertainers or really anybody, just like
Always take it
take
with a
take
grain of salt.
yeah, take what you
Yeah.
want and whatever maybe doesn't apply to your type of drag or where you want to go or the type of drag you want to do. That's fine. Just listen to it. Always be respectful to the people that came before you.
Be respectful.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to them, but do be
Right.
respectful.
Right.
I will say because I
Like
didn't say that earlier.
yeah, and like you don't have to listen to it. You don't have to pay it any mind if it doesn't apply to you. But yeah, I think I agree that there's like some discourse there between like the different kinds of.
Yeah, and I've noticed because I've had a lot of this conversation a lot with a few different
Mm-hmm.
performers that a lot of the older queens feel like us younger performers are being lazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that for a long time. They feel
Mm-hmm.
like we're being lazy about a lot of things because
Yeah.
like a lot of us don't want to do nails. You feel me? A
Yeah.
lot of us don't want to do pads or don't want to wear wigs or whatever the case is. A lot of us don't want to do certain things because we feel like that's just not our drag, or maybe we
Right.
just haven't gotten there yet, you know?
Right.
But they feel like the way we do things is very lazy, and I feel like that's very interesting.
Yeah. It's maybe about like getting used to the fact that drag is also evolving and growing, and like there are so many different branches now than how it started.
No, no,
Yeah,
definitely,
like it's
definitely.
just like how with everything, even like you as a person, like if you see yourself from like a few years ago till now, like you're gonna realize that it's like so different.
Right.
So maybe I think that's what some people might be failing to understand, that drag is evolving and it's okay. And it's okay and it's amazing and that's why it's so cool.
Same, agreed.
I think with that, we are going to close out our first segment of the evening, which is called Within. So we're going to take a little break and we'll be right back.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of To Be Seen. If you want to support our special guest, you can find Stiletta Black at 2 upcoming shows. First, the Holiday Drag Show on Saturday, December 13th. Also, you can catch Stiletta at Night of 1000 Jesus's. Come to celebrate, get loud, and slay the night away.
Welcome back to Be Seen. I am your host, Divina Duven, and today we're here with Static Clown.
Hello.
Let's open this next segment called Beyond, with a little fun story that we were just talking about. And recently we had that gig at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, where I live, and it was an event for a sorority, and they were just highlighting the art form of drag and ballroom, so they decided to have us. We performed, and then they did a little Q&A, and it literally felt pretty much kind of like this. It was just like me, Static, and Kiki Creamy, which we love, and they were just like throwing questions at us, and we were just like sitting on the stage. It felt like a little panel or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
what I
was
was thinking. It
cute.
felt like a panel. It felt like we were like special,
Right.
like people.
And they were so nice. Like they treated us like
It was
really,
so sweet.
really, really nice. So thank you to all of the girls from the University of Illinois. So for this segment, I want to talk about everything that people get to see about your drag, and I'm really excited because there's a lot amazing things to see about your drag that I am excited to talk about. So you make a lot of your looks, and I would love to talk about that. So tell us, when did that first get started? Like, how did you start, like, learn how to sew? Yeah.
Okay, so I've known how to sew since like 6 or 7. Like I've kind of taught myself how to, and it kind of yeah.
6, 7.
Oh my
Girl,
I don't get. I'm not gonna hold you.
I don't get it either. I
I
don't get it either.
I don't
But
get it. Am
Nick's
I old?
Nick's back there, like,
Am
and
I
I had
old
to
now
say
because
it,
I don't get the
literally.
jokes? I don't do the TikTok.
We were
But
at a bingo the other day, and every time we would say the 6, 7, literally everybody would just say it.
just start screaming.
Anyway, back to sewing.
So, yeah, I was about 6 or 7 when I started, and it kind of just like happened. Like
Mhm.
I didn't really have a reason to learn or nothing. I
Yeah.
kind of just learned because
Yeah.
I'm one of those people who I unfortunately suffer from the how hard could it be gene.
Mhm.
So I think, oh, everything is this easy, you know?
Love.
Sometimes it eat me up and sometimes it don't.
But the times it works,
It really works,
yeah.
yeah. So and I kind of was just like hand sewing stuff or like cutting up old t-shirts and shit like that.
Mhm.
And then I didn't really start like sewing until I started doing drag because I had just never had a sewing machine and never had a reason to get one.
Mm-hmm.
But it was something that was always on like a bucket list
Yeah.
because I did always want to learn how to make clothes like properly, and drag was kind of my excuse to do so.
Nice. I feel like I can agree with that too. I always like creating things or like anything I could do with my hands, and then
Mhm.
drag was like the perfect excuse to like finally
Yeah,
get a
you can
sewing
make
machine and
tops
learn.
and wigs and
Right.
clothes. Like,
And even upcycling, I know you do a
I was
lot
gonna
of
say, I
that
do a lot
too.
of upcycling. Do not sleep on Goodwill. Please don't sleep on
I'm
Goodwill.
saying, and this is another amazing advice for anyone getting started. Um, Drag is so expensive. It's really expensive, but it doesn't have to be. Um, if you have a good style and if you teach yourself and find the right references and have concepts in your brain that you want to bring to life, like you can go to Goodwill or like any thrift store or even your closet, your friend's closet, your parents' closet, anybody that wants to give you free clothes. You have no idea how sickening you can look by upcycling stuff. So
No, literally.
take it from Static and take it from me that I also have found so many sickening dresses that are
Dresses is always, I swear, that's always the section I go to is like the dresses, the wedding dresses, the
or
ball gowns.
jackets.
Yeah, and the
Hmm.
jackets because I love a good prom dress that I can cut up.
Yes.
Cause one of my best cover ups that everybody loves was a prom dress. I cut the bottom of a prom dress off
Hmm.
and sewed the blazer to it, and everyone's like,
Yep.
"Oh, you made that? Yeah."
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it takes a lot to take something from the way it was supposed to be and turn it into something else.
Reconstructed, yeah.
And like the prom dresses and wedding gowns and stuff at Goodwill, even if you don't like it, like that's always the best fabric
I was
and
about to say you'll
materials.
always still get really good fabric from
Hmm.
it.
And
Yes.
like rhinestones or like appliques and stuff that are really expensive to buy by themselves.
Expensive.
Hmm. Um, I feel like most times I have seen you, it's always like high energy on stage, like you always give a really good performance. I
Thank
love
you.
how clean your moves are. That's another thing I really admire about your performance style. Tell us a little bit more about that. Like, what's maybe your inspiration? What kind of songs or acts do you like to do?
Okay. The kind of stuff I like to, the things that I like to do on stage is, like you said, it's very high energy numbers for the most part. It's very
Hmm.
high energy numbers or something super goofy and campy. Um, I will say there are times where I definitely be getting naked on stage as both a boy and girl.
Hmm.
So there's that. But ultimately, it's usually something really high energy or something really
Yeah.
goofy. But the inspiration for that is, again, it's not really a particular inspiration. It's just I have a wide variety of music that I listen to already. So all of that is stuff that I've usually already heard. My thing is a lot of the stuff I perform to is either extremely new because it's like a
Hmm.
relevant today artist or extremely, extremely old because most of the music that I listen to, like out of drag,
Hmm.
I don't feel like I can perform in drag because it won't translate well,
Hmm.
you know? So, because I feel like I'll look like a dude, like just you feel
Yeah.
me, just
Yeah.
like yeah, it won't give a character is what it feels like. So
Yeah. One thing about your performance style too is that I feel like always there is a concept around it. I feel like with the campy or more funny numbers, I feel like you have like some
numbers,
really good ones in there
there's
in your,
always a concept for like my
yeah,
campy
like
numbers.
every time you see Stiletto come on stage, like it's gonna be a great time, like mhm. What's the like one of maybe the most memorable or crazy or wild thing that has ever happened to you, either on stage or at a gig, that you would want to share with people?
Okay, I have a few quick ones. They're
Hmm.
quick.
Yes.
So one of them is there was a time when the show was over and I don't remember who was with me, but it was me and another performer, and we were on our way home, but we stopped at the gas station and I was still in drag, but they weren't. Actually, it was May. I just remember it was May I touch him.
Shout out to May I. We miss
Hmm.
you.
Big bitch.
Ooh,
She knows I'm
it's gonna be like beep.
joking. But no, so we were on our way home and stopped at the gas station and I had performed at Stiletto that night. And I was wearing like this super, super, super mini skirt in the gas station, and this dude was staring at me real hard. But like, I feel like when I'm in female drag, I still look like a dude. I feel like you still know that I'm a boy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like it's hard to mistake me for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's coming out the gas station and he's on the phone, but he's staring at me real hard. And he's like, damn, little mama, like you look
Oh
good.
my God.
But like he's staring at me like as you
Yeah.
feel me, like walking
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
gas station. And I'm like, thanks. Cause like, it's not like it felt uncomfortable or nothing, but it's
Right.
like, you know I'm a dude,
Right.
right?
Just so you know.
Right. And then another time was I was on my way to a show in Bloomington. I was extremely late for this show, but one thing about me, I may be late to a show. I looked at your camera like it can see me. I may be late for a show, but I will always be ready. Always. As soon as I get there,
Yep.
I'm fully ready. So, zooming down the highway. Don't speed, but I did because I was late, but you shouldn't speed. I got pulled over for speeding,
No.
but I was in
Full
full clown drag,
No.
and I didn't have a wig on.
No.
It was just the makeup and the costume, and the officer, he just looked so over it. He looked like he had a long day.
It probably was.
And he saw me, he was like, okay.
He said, I don't have time for this today.
Literally, and like, I swear I thought he was gonna give me a ticket, and he only gave me a warning. He was literally just
Good.
like, don't do it again. Be careful. Have a great night. And I'm like, thank you
Yeah.
so much. He just didn't want to deal with me looking like that, and I totally get it. But that being in drag saved me that day.
It's literally like, I think it has to be a canon event to get pulled over in drag. It happened to me too, like literally right out there.
Did it?
And it was fine, but it's still like it's always like so awkward, like
It's
when you're
always
all like done
awkward.
up, and I'm pretty sure like I had like my hair on and like everything, and the officer's probably like, "Where's this bitch going?" And so we have a lot of stages here in Indianapolis and surrounding areas that I have been able to see you at. Are there any that are your favorite, or like is there any venue that is kind of like maybe a dream stage that you want to hit at some point?
A dream stage? I don't think I particularly have a dream stage,
Mm-hmm.
but one of my favorite stages has always been and will always be the Mark III Tap Room in Muncie. And I'm so glad it opened back up.
It's
Oh
coming
my God.
back.
It's
It's
coming
coming back.
back. It's coming back. They just opened not too long ago, but they haven't started doing shows again yet. So I'm very, very excited to go back there.
Yes, I'm really excited about the Mark. I never had the opportunity to go,
It's cool.
since
You'll love it.
like yeah, but I am so excited to for like the Muncie drag and like drag scene to like come back. And I know it's gonna be sickening because there's so many fierce divas up there. There's my
Mhm.
mom Aura, there is Celeste. Like you'll see Static and I up there shortly. Like as soon as they start doing shows, we'll be up there. I think with that question, we are going to bring our second segment Beyond to a close. We're gonna take another quick little break and we'll be right back. Hi, it's your host, Divina Duven. If you want to support me at one of my upcoming local shows, you can see me tomorrow, Friday, December 12th, at a benefit for the Gender Diverse Queer Clinic at the back door, and then on Saturday, December 13th, at the Hampton & Co. Holiday Drag Show. Hope to see you there. Welcome back to Be Seen. I am your host, Divina Duven, and today we have Static Clown here in the studio with us. Again, I'm so excited that you're here because
I am
it was
too.
a long time coming.
Very long time coming.
So we already got to learn a lot or like a little bit. Like there's so much more that I wish obviously we could talk about. I feel like we could sit here and just like I just could keep asking you questions forever.
Yeah.
But we have reached our signature segment here to be seen that it's called 3, 2, 1 to be seen. And with that, we're going to start with three more like fun, silly questions. The first one being, do you have like a favorite makeup product or like a favorite step on your routine that like once you do that you're like or that you enjoy doing?
A favorite step in my routine, absolutely. When I'm doing makeup for Soletta,
Mm-hmm.
my favorite step is probably doing my base. I'm not gonna hold you, it probably is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my favorite step, like my favorite part of like getting ready as a static is usually the graphic liner.
Yes, which is so cool.
Thank you, thank
I
you.
try to pay a little homage to Static with like
I
some
love
cool
it, and honestly,
graphic.
it
Thank you.
eats. It
Thank
fucking
you.
eats.
Thank you. Let's move on to the next question. And um, I know we talked about you doing sometimes more like comedy forward numbers. Do you want to tell us about like maybe your favorite one that you have right now?
Okay, so there's my favorite,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the audience
The crowd
favorite
favorite.
number.
Mm-hmm.
So I think my favorite one currently is probably my physical mixtape mix,
I've seen it. Mm-hmm.
where it's basically just a workout tape like edit. And when I tell you I'm so exhausted from doing it every time, every single time, but it's so funny to me, especially like when I grab people from the audience
Yes.
and they have no clue what's going on. And they're trying to keep up, and then I just start moving real fast, and they're like, I don't know what's going on. But the audience's favorite number is when I do my grandpa granny number.
Mm-hmm.
I will go on stage dressed up as either an old man or an old woman, and I'll just start throwing it back. And the funny part about it is I will literally take like two pillows off my bed and just like stuff my tights with them so that it gives me like the big
Yeah.
grandma booty. Everybody loves it.
It's so good, and then that's one of those numbers that like you just have to give it to the audience because they live
You
every
have to
time,
give it to
and
the
it's like
audience.
it's just so good and so funny.
It's literally been a request for me to do it for people for like their birthday before.
Period. Period. Do you have a favorite piece in your drag closet right now?
Hmm. I do, and I hate that I do
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like I wear it a lot. I have
Mm-hmm.
two, and they're both boy costumes.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is this blue and gray disco number that I have with like these shoulder paddy thingies that move and like these semi-flared bottoms. And I usually end up wearing the same wig with it because it's blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is one that I made recently where it's this pink. When I say this, I need everybody to understand. Y'all probably will never get another costume like this from me again because it was so tedious to sit and stone.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a pink bodysuit with the spiky shoulder pads and a lot of fringe on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the pink fabric has like this ribbon design on it in like three shades of pink. So I used like two shades of pink and like a shade of blue because the fringe has blue in it. But to sit and take one stone individually for to like trace out the ribbon pattern, it is so tedious, but it looks great. It looks amazing.
It's worth it. I feel like
It's
that
definitely
has
one
to
of my favorite
be like
costumes.
my favorite look that you have right now. And so gorgeous. The silhouette, it's like very like aesthetically pleasing and it moves so nicely on stage with the
It
fringe
moves
and
so
it
nice.
sparkles. So good. So we're going to move on to our two more intentional questions. And the first one is, what is one risk or one time that you stepped out of the box with your drag and you think that it paid off?
So this technically isn't a drag story,
Mm-hmm.
but it kind of elevated the
Yeah.
drag. So I had um, a friend, actually the drag queen that got me into drag.
Mm-hmm.
She used to host a show in Terre Haute,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a boy show, it was a stripper show, but one of the strippers had dropped out, and she asked me to fill in for her, and I was like, sure, why not? It's an opportunity to do something
Right.
different and something new, and I always have this joke about like being a stripper, but I didn't think I'd actually do it.
Yeah.
I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I was so uncomfortable, but it kind of pushed me to get out of the box a little bit and
Yeah.
be more comfortable when I having clothes when I'm in drag. And now it's a toss up if I'm actually going to be naked on stage or not in drag, because I also do burlesque now, but I'm still not a stripper.
Yeah.
So that I felt like that was a big risk for me, like a big emotional risk or
Yeah.
a mental risk. There
Right.
we go. So yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And then again, something new, you went and tried it out and you found out something about yourself. And I think that's really important. Like, take risks and
absolutely.
like do it. As long, obviously, as it's safe. But if you think that it can elevate you in any way, like, you're always going to learn something. So
Absolutely.
take risks, especially when you're trying to better yourself.
Because nobody's holding you back except you.
That literally, that was so good. What's the most meaningful connection that drag has brought into your life?
Ooh, no hesitation. Desiree Bouvier. She is the sweetest thing ever. She is such an angel. I promise you she is. She means no harm to nobody, and she always wants the best for everybody. And she is one of the people that helped me like really like submerge myself into drag and like really helped me with like my drag career taking off. And I will say I don't always listen to her advice, but I know she always means the best for me. She means the best for everybody.
Yeah.
Like even if it sounds mean, what she's saying is coming from the heart because she wants better for you. She'll be like, okay, I love what you did with this outfit, but next time change this, that, and the third about it because it'll shine brighter, better in the light, or like it'll change the silhouette, or like whatever she's telling you, it's coming from a good place. And she means no harm to anybody. Absolutely not. And she can cook.
I could not agree more. Like, Desiree is such a bright light in our community, and like, to me too. She was one of the first people I kind of like showed and told that I wanted to do Indy Pride, the pageant, and I just kind of showed her like some ideas and stuff, and she literally, within like a 15-minute conversation, she like gave me like so much useful advice, and like ever since she has always like supported me. So I love Desiree. I'm so happy that she has also impacted you in like such a
She's
beautiful
helped a
way.
lot of people. She
Yes,
really
and
has.
it still continuously like does with her open stage shows, and then she books like so much of the newer talent in the city. Like, I feel like she's one of the
She's
few people that
That's all I was about to say. She's one of the few people that like actually will actually book a diverse cast of people. I'm not saying no names. I don't. We're not gonna say no names, but I feel like within the indie community, a lot of people that host shows kind of just book like the same handful of people and just kind of cycle through them. Desiree will literally be like, "Oh, I haven't booked so and so in a while. Let me see if they free."
it's always different.
It's
And
always
yeah,
different.
or like a theme or something, like it always feels fresh and fun. So I definitely agree so much. We have reached the point of our show where we have our signature to be seen prompt or question, however you want to put it. So at this part, I just want to leave the stage to you. So if this was like your chance to go ahead and tell something to your audience, do you want to adjust your hair first? Vegas, let's
I'm not gonna hold you because I was feeling it. I was waiting for an opportunity where you were gonna pause. You're just gonna slap that down a little bit. Probably should have.
I feel like maybe I also, if I never usually wear wigs, this is like literally a first pretty much for me. And it's pretty heavy. Like, she's a big girl.
I love it. Did
I
Aura
love
make
it. I love it. Aura made it, and this was Celeste's wig first, and then Celeste passed it down to me.
I'm
So
here
she's
for it.
been, but I like her. I like her. She's volume. I feel like I keep like, it's so heavy that like if I'm
Like once you start
Right.
wearing wigs, you realize
Yeah.
this got some weight to it.
Right. So, so this is your moment for you to like share whatever message you want to share with our audience, and just look at that camera over there, look at your people, and whatever your heart desires or whatever message you feel like you need to share with the world right now, the floor is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, and to be seen audience, here is Static Clown.
So the message that I want to give is to all the queens, all the kings, all the bros, hoes, big toes, and non-binary, whatever you want to call yourself. When it comes to drag, there is no real limit, because for people that want to be drag queens, you do not have to wear lashes to be a drag queen. You do not have to wear nails. You do not have to wear pads. You do not have to wear heels. You do not have to wear a wig to be a drag queen. Those things do elevate. I understand. That is not an end all be all, and that is not what solidifies you as identifying as a drag queen. As a drag king, you are allowed to wear wigs. You are allowed to wear lashes. I'm not wearing any right now because I didn't put them on. But you are allowed to. You are allowed to wear heels. You're allowed to be feminine. You don't have to be so masculine on stage just because you're a drag king. For everybody in between, literally, honestly, this goes out to everybody. Do what the fuck you want, because even if even if you feel like the audience doesn't like it, you like it. That's all that really matters, is that you like it. Somebody's always going to have something to say about what you do. Disregard it. Do what you like, do what you want to do. Because if you don't, you're not going to have fun with it. Because the whole point of this is to have fun.
Thank you so much. That was a beautiful message, and I completely agree. Be yourself, don't put yourself in a box. Have fun, and if you love it and you feel gorgeous in it and you're having fun, then do you. It has been a pleasure talking with you tonight. Again, I'm so happy that we were finally able to get you here.
After
I know
20 years.
20 years.
Finally got
a
me here.
snowstorm, crazy things, but we made it happen. I would love to have you back at some point.
I would love to.
And you will catch us at a show together sometime, and make sure you continue to support local drag. You continue to support Static Clown or Stiletta Black at any shows around the Indianapolis or surrounding areas. And we love you. Thank you for watching To Be Seen. Comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Make sure you follow Static and Stiletta on their social media accounts.
And not the fake one.
No, yeah, not the fake one. Somebody literally just recently made a fake account of me.
And what's up with that? Like, I feel like it keeps happening with like people.
Yeah, it
like,
happens in like big spurts. I don't know.
it's like,
To make it even worse, they went and followed my other pages. Like, you do realize
Like-
this is still me, right?
Right.
And then messaged me on from like my other accounts.
I tried
And-
to report it, and it was like,
It wouldn't report
it's
it.
like, this is now a fake account.
Yeah, it did the same thing to me.
yeah, it's Instagram, get together, girl.
Please do.
The one and only, the original. Make sure you follow the legit one that actually has posted stuff on it, and not
Yes.
just like,
The
Anyway.
the real account is it's TV static. It's _TV _static. That's the real account.
there you have it. We love you. Thank you for watching again, and we'll see you next time on To Be Seen. I am your host, Divina Duven, and this has been Static Clown. Bye. Thank you for watching this special extended episode of To Be Seen. We can't grow this alone.
If you felt connected to what you've seen today, there's many ways you can support this project.
Please reach out to Media by Nick Cagle if you or someone you know is able to sponsor, collaborate, or offer resources to help us grow.
We would love your support in any way. Thank you, and see you next time.